bring in Sylvester Stallone because this ended with a cliffhanger. My favorite part is Data coming back. And second favorite part is the Reading Rainbow guy. LeVar Burton as Gordy Jordy. Yeah. So, a lot of good conversations. And the music was really, really good. Even though it kind of throws me off a little bit, it's still good. I mean, it's like, it's not the show like the other show. It's not the Next Generation. It doesn't have that kind of pacing as a show. It's more like a movie. This Picard show, especially this season, is really good, but it's not Next Generation. It's not that kind of style. It's not that kind of theme, which is a little bit disappointing. But it's a lot better. It's a lot better than season 1 and 2. So this episode starts off with the bird people and this little clone body of a woman. And one of them is not so happy. I mean, a little bit hesitant. So they blow that bird up. Picard and Jack have some really good conversations. And Jack is like, hey, I got some good things out of you too. I understood what I got from my mother. And then for the longest time, I didn't really know where I got the other stuff, the curries and the what was it? Dedication, the loyalty. I think I got it from you. Worf comes on. The doctor hugs him. So this is not Deep Space Nine. This is the place that's very top secret for the Star Trek. What do you call it? The fleet, Starfleet. They got something top secret here, and you will see three people actually go over to try to get something from that place. And Worf is like, "Oh no, are you guys like former lovers, lesbians?" And Seven is like, "Oh no, I'm not going." And Worf is like, "Oh, that's good, 'cause where I'm from, that kind of thing would end with a lot of blood being spilled." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So now they're on this space station thingamabobber, and it's controlled like by an AI system supposedly. They run into this guy who is from one of the episodes or some of the episodes of the Next Generation. He was supposed to be like a program that was created out of the hologram, the holodeck, which is like kind of like Facebook Meta, except it's something that you walk into and you interact with, like a virtual reality, like a Matrix thing, except it's not just the goggles that you put on over your head. It's something that you go into a room of virtual reality, and this character is supposed to be somebody that was able to beat Sherlock Holmes, be able to outsmart Commander Data, and he ended up like outsmarting everybody, and then he was trying to get out of the holodeck, and they supposedly got him stuck, like tricked him into some kind of like robotic cube thing, where he would live his life inside the cube, thinking that he was out in space exploring the universe. But now we see him here, so we're thinking like he somehow got into this thing, supposedly. Meanwhile, Picard and the crew, they go to this museum. It's very, very interesting. It's where the spaceships go. It's like a funeral. It's like a cemetery for spaceships, and they talk about that, and they show like some of them, and Jack and Seven, they're looking at them. They look at Kirk's spaceship and the Voyager, and they looked at all these different spaceships, and you could hear the music playing, and that was really good for all the different shows, all the different spaceships. And then they noticed one of them was like a what do you call it? A warbird with a cloaking device, and they were able to get that on, but then they almost caused the ship to like explode or overheat or something, and Starfleet's going after them. So this is the part where you got to see the reading rainbow guy. He comes on. He's all business like, and he hugs the doctor, and this is really really good. And you see the other daughter of LeVar Burton, Geordi, and so they have a really good conversation. Geordi and Picard, they're going back and forth, and Picard's like, this is life or death, and Geordi's like, it's always like that. I didn't really fear my life before, but now it's like I I treasure and I fear the lives of my daughters, and it's so different. It's so different as a father. It's like when you're alone, as a single man, it's different. It's totally different. Like you can decide what you want to do and what kind of life you want to be, like have. What kind of life do you want to have, and do you want to risk your life for the fate of the galaxy and everything? We go back to the hologram dude, and he started to play a song, and Riker remembered what it was, and it was one of the songs that he was playing with Data, because it turns out the hologram guy wasn't really the hologram guy at all. It was Data, and Data was there the whole time because Data is right here, and yeah, he's stuck there, and that's what they've been guarding and doing research on. That's one of their top secret things. Besides like cloning animals, and there was a skeleton of James Kirk in that thing. So this is the part where they're looking at the spaceships, and they look at the warbird and the cloaking device, and that's where they're gonna. That's when they started doing that, and this is the part where uh, this is the doctor guy that made Data, and said like, I wanted to live forever like Elon Musk, and decided life is not about preservation, it's about addition, and they continue to talk back and forth, and conversations are pretty good. Back to the doctor. That was the final log. And now they have to decide what to do. So they're going to try to beam everybody back on. And this is the part where Geordi is like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I really want to help you, but I can't help you. And God's like, okay, I have to respect his wishes. And this is the part where Geordi's like, hey, Dada, you gotta stay with me and be safe, because I'm gonna take care of you, Dada. And he's like, no, I'm not you. I know you didn't like it, but I'm my own woman, god damn it. I don't wanna be no engineer. I wanna fly. I wanna fly through the sky and stuff. Yeah, I'm like Michael Jordan. I wanna fly high. I believe I can fly. I'm a black woman. I mean, like Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. What? What about me? I'm a reading rainbow guy. Oh man. So this is the part where they're like, let's see, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Oh no! Don't take my word for it. What? Yeah. Why are you so I love you, man. Will you love me? I love you, man. You love me? Yes, I love you, man. Get over yourself. All right, get over yourself. Arr, look at that face. Arr, yeah. Okay, this is the part where they're like putting the cloaking device on, and then the whole world turns upside down. I thought it was bad editing, but I guess not. So this is the part where Starfleet goes after them. I think it was Starfleet. I mean, you think it's Starfleet, and they were not able to get Riker, and they captured Riker. And this is the part where they had the conversation where he's like, I thought I got a disease from you, but I think actually, I I got a lot of good stuff out of you, Father Picard. Yeah, yeah. This is the part where let's see, they're trying to turn on Data, and who else could do it than Geordi? Geordi had a lot of experience doing this. Other than the inventor, the creator of the robot, he'd probably be the next best guy to be able to revive, but the robot. Except what you find out is it's not just one robot. It's like all the different entities of all the different robots, and even the scientist guy himself, perhaps. So there's uh, Data's in there, and B4's in there, and who's the other one? What's the other robot? The other one. There's a third one. I can't think of it, but they're all in there, and they're all fighting for consciousness. And so far, the first thing you see is Data, and Data recognizes Geordi and then Picard, and Picard wants to know what was stolen, and he kept on saying Picard, 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 and actually, that's what was stolen, Picard, like his body, his actual body. And yeah, look, it's Picard. It's almost like for a minute I thought I was gonna see a clone body of Snoke, whatever his name was. You know that guy that was killed? Yeah, that guy. Like he was the master dude of the Disney Star Wars sequel trilogy. He was killed off halfway in the middle of it, and then the Emperor came back somehow. And meanwhile, they captured Riker, and it's this girl, and she's actually a changeling. Surprise! And he's like having fun about it, even if they try to beat him up a little bit. But they got something of his, and it's his wife, the counselor Troy, and that is how the episode ends. And so it really does end with the cliffhanger, and I really did enjoy looking at Data, and it's really good. It's really good. I'm in the dark because sometimes I just don't know what's happening, and just want you to know I'm happy about this, and really, really want to see the next episode because it's a cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger. What am I supposed to do? How do I get off this cliff? Rambo, I need you.